Hello students, let us take up the second part of law of DMU or diminishing marginal utility. In the previous video, I have explained the introduction and the definition of the law of diminishing marginal utility. Today we will see the assumptions and the graphical illustration of the law. But before starting the class, I request you all to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's start with the assumptions. I already told you that economic laws are based on certain conditions. Conditions are nothing but assumptions. So every economic law will hold good only on the grounds of certain conditions. Similarly, here also we have certain conditions. The first one is utility can be measured in terms of numbers or cardinal numbers like 1, 2, 3. That is, we should imagine that we are able to measure utility by assigning some numbers. The second condition is that marginal utility of money remains constant. That is, we are going to take money as the instrument to measure utility or satisfaction of the commodity. So this instrument's mu should remain constant. Then only it will help us to measure the satisfaction properly. Next, marginal utility of every unit of commodity is independent of each other. Then, fourth one is every unit of the commodity which we are taking for the study should be identical or homogeneous in every respect, like the color, taste, size, shape, etc. Fifth one is there is a continuous consumption of the commodity. That is, we should not give any time gap between the consumption of the first and second and third and fourth and so on. Sixth one is income of the consumer should remain constant. Prices of the commodity and its substitutes also should remain constant. The consumer we are taking for study should be a rational person or an ordinary person. This study does not apply to insane persons. Then there is no change in taste and preference of the consumer. That is, throughout the study, the consumer should not change his taste. Like, he should not say that he'll consume one apple, one banana, one orange and so on. If it is apples, it should be apples throughout. And the last one is the goods should be of suitable size. That is, the units of the commodity which we are selecting should neither be too small nor too big. Like, we cannot take spoons of water, we can take glasses of water for the study. Similarly, we cannot take 5 or 6 watermelons, we can take slices of watermelons for the study. Now let us see how TU and MU are represented mathematically. Total utility is a function of the quantity of the commodity, that is, it is f of qx. Marginal utility is mathematically represented as delta TU by delta Q, which means change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Economic laws can be understood very well and easily with the help of statistics. That is, we take the help of a table and a graph to understand the definition of the law. Now, we take the graphical illustration over here. This is an imaginary table. The table consists of 3 columns. The first column shows units of the commodity X. X here, just imagine it is apples. Second column is total utility and the third one is marginal utility. The stock consists of 7 apples. So as we are consuming the number of apples one after the other, we see the change in TU and MU. Total utility increases till the 4th apple. It reaches maximum at the 5th apple and then decreases for the 6th and 7th apple. But the marginal utility we see is falling throughout. That is, for the first apple alone, it is giving us 40 units. First apple gives us only 40 units of utility. Second alone gives 30. Third apple alone gives 20 units. Fourth gives 10 and fifth gives 0. For 6th and 7th, it becomes negative. Now how we calculate it is shown in the column. 40 minus 0, 70 minus 40. Now these numbers we take from the total utility column. Now here we notice that when TU is increasing to the fourth apple, MU is decreasing but remains positive. At the fifth apple, TU becomes maximum, so MU becomes 0, that is the minimum. For the sixth and seventh, when TU itself starts falling or decreasing, MU becomes negative. Now this is nothing but the relation between TU and MU. So what we observe from the table is that marginal utility decreases for every additional unit of the apple which we are consuming. So every additional unit is giving us less and less satisfaction. Now here I have given relationship between TU and MU. Now this will fetch you 1 mark in the exam. The explanation I have given as notes which will help you for your study. Just note it. Now, the table we depict on a graph. In the graph, you see that utility is measured on y-axis and number of apples on x-axis. TU curve is the total utility curve, which is upward sloping, and MU curve is the marginal utility curve, which is downward sloping. Now, you have to observe that the MU curve is cutting the x-axis at the fifth unit, that is where it reaches 0 in the table. Similarly, at the same unit, TU reaches its maximum. After reaching the maximum, it is falling. So when TU is falling, MU will enter the negative quadrant. Now this is explained as follows. In the above graph, units of commodity X is measured on x-axis and total utility and marginal utility on y-axis. TU curve is upward sloping, reaches maximum at fifth unit and then falls, whereas MU curve is downward sloping and cuts the x-axis at fifth unit and enters the negative quadrant for the sixth and seventh apples. That's all, students. I wind up the class.